Hello and welcome to another project here on Sailing Vessel Tigerlily. We just kind of getting over some 4th of July holiday stuff and kind of able to get back to work. Today I have the dinghy up out of the water on the dock here, and it's kind of dirty, so I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning here. But I'm going to try and put on some dinghy wheels. That's what they are. So we can wheel the dinghy in and out of the water without dragging up on rocks. So that's what I'm going to be working on today, but I gotta wash it off first, make sure it's all clean. So I'm back to my work because I have to cut out this notch here on both these pieces of plastic. I don't really have the correct tooling to do a good straight cut, and neither do they really here, but they have better stuff. So I'm gonna borrow some tools and cut a little slice off, and I'll mount off the bracket. I'll mount on the brackets to this thing for the wheels, and then I'll go and grab some hardware at the hardware store, and hopefully we can mount this onto the dinghy tonight. We'll see. Alright, so a little bit of change of plans. My original plan was to bolt this guy into this piece of plastic. And I would countersink the holes back here so I could put a nut on the inside and have it still be flush on the surface. And then when I get to the boat, I would drill 4 holes into here and into the boat and bolt this whole plate to the boat. But one thing I noticed while I was at the boat and kind of test fitting everything was that this straight edge, the edge on the boat is not exactly straight. So if you have this big surface area, there's a lot of gaps, and I'm afraid it wouldn't seal properly, which was a problem I was going to tackle later. But now I'm kind of thinking I'm going to switch it up and trim off the excess. You see these cut lines right here. Trim off that excess and that excess, and then get some long bolts to go through here. And they'll go all the way through, and they'll bolt through the hull of the boat, and that's how it's going to mount. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rip these, or cut these real quick, both of them. I marked both of them. And then go to the boat and drill some holes. I'm back at the boat, and I went and set up the GoPro to take a video of me putting on the dinghy wheel, but it ran out of battery while I was filming. So I got one on, and it looks pretty good. It's notched in there. It misses the tube when going down, and yeah. So I'll have to try it out here in a little bit, but hopefully I can get a video of me putting on the other one. So. I tried to video doing the dinghy wheels, and I ran into some technical difficulties of dead batteries and me not pressing the record button because I'm dumb. But anyway, the wheels are done. You can see them on there. So far they haven't been leaking, but I have yet to go take it to a beach and test it out, which I was planning to do this week sometime when it's warm. Which today would be a good day, but I don't know, I feel like waxing today. So that project is done. I'm waiting on a radar to come in, waiting on some Sailrite stuff to come in, waiting on a big Amazon order to come in, and what else? The iridium. So there's plenty of more stuff to do, but at the moment I'm a little bit at a standstill, or at least I'm procrastinating, but like procrastinating on jobs I don't want to do with jobs that I want to do, kind of a thing. There's probably a word for that, but anyway. Happy Saturday. I got my fun hat on here because it is hot and sunny outside, so don't mind me in this thing. But last night I spent some time and made a bug net for the hatches here. We're gonna need in Mexico, but to be honest, they're kind of nice around here too. And give you maybe a little bit closer look, you can see it's just velcroed on the side. Maybe the glare is not the best thing, but Took already decided he was gonna try and jump through it, made a hole that I had to stitch back up, which isn't totally pretty, but it's there, and it's a hole that's closed up. So anyway, I made that last night and I did not video it at all. So today I gotta make, or not today, but you know, this weekend I gotta make 2 more for the forward hatch and the hatch in the master stateroom, plus a couple other ones for vents and whatnot, because we want to try and avoid having bugs come in. If anyone's watching this video that has a Tigerlily or similar portholes, what do I do with that? Like, how do you put bug netting on that? I know they made some pre-made bug netting stuff that you can slip inside, but the hatches are not the right size. I don't know what they are. So I've been trying to figure out how I was gonna make bug netting for that, and I still have no idea. But I guess worst case scenario, we just keep those shut and only open the hatches. So anyway, let me show you what I got going on here. So I didn't feel myself measuring this, but basically I cut out a square of mesh netting that I got from Sailrite. I think it's called, what are they called? No-seam bug netting. And here's what I did. I measured from here to there, from here to there, and from here to here, and it is a square hole. I double checked, all of them are square, and they're 20 inches. So there's 20 inches plus the little inseam, which I made an inch high right here, right? So 20 inches plus an inch on each side is 22 inches from end to end. So I cut out 2 22-inch squares, never mind the mess here, 2 22-inch squares of mesh, and then I gotta make the binding that goes around the outside. And unfortunately, the binding tool on my sewing machine is made for some bigger stuff and not this small stuff, so it doesn't really work quite correctly. So I got to use basing tape in order to get it going. So I'm gonna put basing tape on the binding, and then by the time I probably finish with that, or right in the middle of that, we're gonna go run errands to go do some stuff, and I can come back and hopefully finish it and show you the rest of it. But anyway, that's what one project I'm kind of doing today. So alright, so I got the basing tape onto the binding, which is going to go along this edge here, right? Along that edge. Now, I want to make this kind of a boxed corner, because it needs to lift up so that the face of the Velcro meets the face of the meets the face of the seal on the hatch correctly. So remember, I made it so it's supposed to be an inch wider on each side for that fold upwards. And if you calculate it out, I'm gonna make a diagonal cut, and to make a diagonal cut that will leave the sides an inch, it needs to be about 1.4, and I marked my scissors with a little mark so I can start at a corner and cut a diagonal just like so. So now I have a split here, and what I'm gonna do is, here I'm gonna go ahead and fold those together, and I'm gonna sew those together so that when I put it together, it's gonna make a nice little bust corner. It's a little hard to tell with me just holding my fingers together, but you'll see what I mean when we're getting through. So I'm gonna do that on all 4 corners on both pieces, and then we'll go ahead and start sewing. No. No, no, no. All right, the binding is on the netting here. You can see it going on the corners, but now I just gotta straight stitch it in place, so that's what I'm gonna do to both of them. Now I'm going to take the soft side of the Velcro and we'll sew it onto the outside just like that. We have our netting done for the hatches. You can see nice big square. And I'll give it a closer look. You can see I put zigzag stitches into the Velcro just to give it a little extra oomph. I don't want it ripping apart while you're trying to tear them in and out. But there we go, and you can see the boxed corners a little bit, make everything rise up and it will meet the edges.
He forgot to show you, but all of our bug nettings are done. But we also, up in these are vents to the outside. Right now they're capped off, but while we're down there, they will all probably be open. So we took the bug netting in both of these and just kind of like screwed them in between this piece and this. So yeah, now we have 2 little bug nets.
What is he doing? I am right away. Asshole.
Jerk off almost hit us. We are out sailing today and eating lunch. It's really nice out here today.
I got the wind vane going and we're just gonna test it out. Seems to be working okay so far.
Yep, got sandwiches from PCC.
A lot of traffic out here today though.
Lots of boats. Yeah, we're just enjoying our day out here and yeah.
Yep.